The day was happy to be alive. The clouds rolled slowly across the blue sky and patched flames. And here, a small veil after Paris, France. The tables and chairs quietly waited for the next story to happen. And there was Alston Riggs, once again finding himself at this friendly cafe, reading the same copy of the New York Times that kept him company over the last month of his visit. It gave him comfort to think of his homeland and of the place of his birth, Boise, Idaho. Every day he would reread the paper, as if clinging to a mother made entirely of paper. Understand, he lived for his wanderings abroad. So this merely served as a way for him to appreciate his homeland. And there was his companion, the lovely, vivacious Chastity. The one woman in this crazy madcap world that truly knew his heart, even more than his wife. She asked. He responded flatly. He didn't mean to sound so pathetic, but his mind weighed heavily on the day. Chastity sensed Alston's mood. A million thoughts raced through her head. The first thought, as per usual, was, what if he's thinking of leaving me for his wife? A wife he hasn't seen in 6 months. A wife in Boise, Idaho. She shuddered at the thought.
Are you hungry?
Starving.
But for what? She wondered. They were alive some 4 months ago. It was too soon to be extinguished, yes? She silently prayed for it to survive. While Alston lay quiet, attempting to quell his thoughts of disillusionment. His world-weary nature bade him so, however. His life had become too complicated. Oh, how once more he wished for the simple life of Boise, Idaho.
May I take all of this? Soup and salad.
Oh, you always have soup and salad. Would you like to try some?
Not today.
I'll have the same.
Chastity didn't want to bring it up. She couldn't. She knew the way to it. Passion, lust and loneliness. She thought herself justified. After all, Alston was married. But she dare not tell him. That would ruin everything.
I have something to tell you.
Was this it? The tension mounted. Was the end near? She couldn't stand the waiting. Not like this. Not here at the little French cafe.
What is it?
Harvey is dead.
She hadn't expected that. Harvey, their long-time companion, dead. That just didn't seem possible.
How did it happen?
She asked, her voice beginning to break. She must remain strong, she thought. Be strong. Harvey would want her to be strong.
I'm not sure. He was fine when he was there. A few hours later, found him there, not moving.
This was more than she could take. Harvey so happy and gay, so full of life. This being woman.
What did you do with him?
I put him in a plastic bag and threw him into the dumpster.
She couldn't believe it. Thoughts began to flood her head. Now what was the truth behind Harvey's death?
That's a bit cold, don't you think?
Chastity didn't want to let on that she thought bad things about her love.
What would Harvey do? It's not like flush him down the toilet like a goldfish.
This was a side of Alston that she had never seen before. Could he really be this harsh and cruel? She wondered. This is the man she loved. Finally uncheated.
Are you sure he was dead?
I came into the room and there he was, on his little hamster wheel, not moving.
Harvey, the little hamster. Dead. Harvey, the long-time companion hamster, Harvey. To never get out of his little hamster wheel. But still the question lingered. Did Alston have something to do with it? Was this how he intended to end the affair?
He was a good job.
Harvey was a hamster. Chastity didn't know why she was calling him Joker. Maybe he used to bait Alston for her. Oh, what games the subconscious plays with those in love.
I've told you Harvey wasn't a gerbil. He was a mouse.
Now what game was Alston playing with Chastity? What cruel memory of Harvey the hamster to that of a common mouse? How could she not have seen this streak of cruelty before? That being away from Boise, Idaho for so long, finally begun to take its toll on Olston.
Where's that salad? I'm starving.
Olston stated, growing more and more agitated as the moments passed.
Do you see that man over there?
She asked, spotting a strange man walking the floor.
Who put out paper, Stanley?
She'd called him Stanley. Stanley was the name of the waiter. She hoped to play it off. Maybe he didn't notice. Maybe he didn't care. She would tell.
What about it?
I think he's talking about us.
But how could this strange man walk in a strange town? Did they know him?
Excuse me, sir.
Do you know Olston? Or do you know Chastity?
Sir.
No more than this. Can't you see he's looking at his pen?
Chastity was so wrapped up in this stranger's presence that she neglected also to call her Stacy. Olston's wife in Boise, Idaho.
Sir. Sir.
Don't call us scene now.
He said, feeling that she should sit down and enjoy a quiet meal. Oh, how Olston hated being embarrassed in public.
About us?
What?
Are you talking about us?
It was then I realized she was talking to me. Me, a wanderer, with no title whatsoever.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting to order, I said, hoping she'd go back to dinner. Olston, no, I'm not, I responded.
Do you know him?
He asked, no, she explained. I said, trying to break this strange reality she was creating.
I think he's telling a story.
Yet I wasn't. I just sat there in silence, reading my book.
Sir, are you doing it?
I'm only reading my menu, I said, not wanting to involve myself in a twisted game.
You are? Yes, Stanley.
Olston.
What?
Nothing. Chastity.
What?
I wasn't talking.
Then who are you talking to?
I wasn't talking.
I think he's telling a story about us.
That's silly. Who would do such a thing?
And Olston was right in his thinking. What kind of a person would do such a thing? The answer, no one. Because that wasn't what was happening. I urged her to take a seat. Chastity humbly apologized and went back.
No, I didn't. I did not.
A trick! A cruel trick it was! Before she could embarrass herself further, Olston came behind her, grabbed her arm, whipped her around and said, "Darling, please, remember what the doctor said about your condition!"
Want me to grab her?
Don't cry, Stanley.
Stanley was the name of the waiter,
What a coincidence.
Olston said, for no apparent reason.
No, I mean, if the waiter's name is Stanley, then it is a coincidence because my name is Stanley as well.
Olston.
Apparently your name is Olston, Stanley.
No, it isn't.
But it was.
And my name is?
Chastity.
Sorry, there was not talk around.
I don't know if I'm liking this.
Well, leave him be. He's entertaining himself. No harm done.
Are you liking this?
Of course not. But it is rather curious, don't you think? Someone telling a story about us, like the characters in a novel or a play.
I hate the theater.
But you like books?
Yes, I suppose so.
Well then,
Alright, okay. Is that really good?
After a brief lapse of reality, Chastity rejoined her lover at the table. There they sat, looking for answers, finding only questions. Where was the dog heading? What about Harvey? What were the circumstances surrounding his death?
he was a bit old. Natural causes.
Olston said, for no apparent reason.
I see. He's not here.
Olston said, also for no apparent reason.
Sorry.
Olston apologized to no one.
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Chastity said, clearly the situation perplexed her. Was the love to survive, or was it to end here in Paris?
Are we in Paris?
Finally, it flew into Olston's psyche, Chastity thought. He didn't know where he was. By consequence, he didn't know who he was. It seems he has left his identity in Boise, Idaho.
No.
His delusion was great. His reality small. What?
Austin, I think maybe pay no attention to him. That's the word.
Chastity grew as cold as the forceful winter of February. She hoped her indifference would shake her aching lover back into reality, away from his life in Boise, Idaho.
We're not married.
How much indifference could an affair such as this stand?
Do I know you?
But did he really know who she was? Did she know who he was? Did anyone know how he was? Did it matter? At this point, did it truly matter? A silence spoke between them.
Ayush.
A silence spoke mountains to chastity, molecules towards truth. The difference needed ultimate undoing. The answer lived in the mind of both children. Eventually, the silence became too much. Waiting for the food became too much. She just had to make this seemingly endless quiet. She was somewhere.
So what about this wife in Boise, Idaho? Your wife back in Boise, Idaho. The one you think about?
Chastri's sudden directness struck Holston. He didn't expect such a confrontation.
Oh, I see. I love her.
The truth! Finally, the truth!
Because she's my wife.
Holston asked rhetorically. How his flippancy raked at her heart. His utter disregard surprised her.
So you won't leave her?
I love her.
You love me?
What?
Yes!
Reminding him was all it took. Suddenly, all the promises exploded like some huge water balloon. Paid by this? Yeah, she threw a glass of water in his face.
You used me!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did! You bastard!
You wanted to understand.
There's nobody here! There's no one in this world except you and me!
This was a new backbone for Chastity. She felt enraged, empowered, as if suddenly everything made sense to her. To signify the transformation, she slapped her in the face.
Yes, I did! And do it again!
And she did.
But that doesn't mean you have to take me down with you as well.
I have the need to explain this to you.
What I meant to say is, I want someone because of your wife, who isn't even here in Paris, France. This is in fact in Boise, Idaho.
Chastity, get a hold of yourself. I love you, and I continue to love you. Provided you don't give you what I do, slap my face with
You
you.
bastard.
They stared at each other, long and hard, with eyes filled with enough goldfish to kill small animals. Suddenly, all the passion that they shared came rushing back. They exploded into a furious kiss.
What?
They cared not that they were in public. All that mattered was the passion. Desperation, the longing lips of love that grappled him. But how could poor Chastity have known, as their lips grappled, also was thinking of his wife? You And it's true, she couldn't tell what he was thinking. But he had never kissed her like that before. So she assumed.
You never kissed me like that before. I could only assume you're thinking of your wife with Boise, Idaho. I deserve more than that, Austin. I deserve magic. I deserve the truth. I deserve love. Love, love, love.
Love is like a fat accordion there, Chastity. You never know which one to squeeze.
Analogies were never Austin's strong suit. At this, Chastity could only laugh. Genuinely.
I love you. Say you love me.
I do.
Say you love me.
I love you, Chastity.
And so much more. Chastri's illusion shattered as the young waiter suddenly walked in. Her heart skipped a beat. Could she tell him? Should she tell him? Would she tell him? Was there any way to tell him? She thought not. Oh, how could she bring this wonderful moment to an end? This new peace was a blessing, one that it worked on all, and all would come crashing down.
I'm curious as to what you're thinking right now.
So am I.
She thought it best to keep it awful secret from him. For his sake, she would not utter a word.
I feel as if we have an awful secret.
What's that?
Wanted to punch.
Oh, how well he knew her. Could he read the tension in her face? Could he sense the change of breath as the waiter walked in? Could he feel a temperature rise as her misbegotten lover snuck at a glance?
Slept with the waiter!
shouldn't call him Stanley. A mistake she would soon regret.
I don't play this game anymore.
But it's the game.
Waiter! Yes, sir? Don't give me that. You know what you did.
Is salad not to your liking, sir?
Don't lay down.
Stanley!
Stanley, yes, Stanley. Do you know what you did, Stanley?
My name is Mark.
Liar!
Stanley, sir. I can Stanley.
You slept with my lover.
Stanley!
Yes, say his name. And I can even say his name.
This isn't funny anymore.
You slept with her.
So I don't even know.
Lies, lies, lies. The world is made up of lies.
No, it isn't just this one.
You slept with her. How many tangles we have in this web of deception when you deceive someone. I should kill you here and now, Stanley.
So I can get the manager to the problem.
Do something.
Olson's feeling was great. His jealousy that he knew in the dark corners of his brain was very wrong.
Get out of here, you sicken me. Very good, sir.
I think this has gone far enough.
Yes, it has, trollop.
Okay, what about your Boise, Idaho?
There is no Boise, Idaho. This is only here and now, in Paris, France. Austin! Austin!
The moment was too much for Olson. He found it justified with the reason he had never. Whatever this feeling was that he felt, it was wrong.
This is your doing. You betrayed me.
Is he really Stanley? Also,
You can't even say my name anymore! Who are you? Who am I? Liar!
scaring me.
You betrayed me! You went too far. You went too far!
Olson gripped Chastity's delicate throat in his vengeful hands. He felt enough rage to suddenly discharge this woman. And nobody could hear her poor cries of help. Maybe a stranger would come to her. Or maybe some kind soul would rescue her.